How to Make a Simple Fabric Covered Wreath by Mommy&Princesses Crafts. To make this wreath, you will need a wreath form, fabric and colors of your choice, 1 to wrap around the wreath and 2 to make flowers, a hot glue gun and hot glue sticks, scissors, a needle and thread, a candle, and this is optional, but you can also use decorative brads or pearls. We cut our fabric into 1-inch wide strips. Since our fabric was thin, we used 2 layers. We folded our fabric and ironed before cutting. Use a little hot glue to stick on one end of the fabric and wrap it around firmly. Once you reach the end of a strip, hot glue it in place. When you take the next strip of fabric, overlap it a little bit. Here you can clearly see this strip is narrower than the other, and that's fine. Once you start wrapping, you can cover that up. Add a little glue in between if you need it. When you reach the end, glue it in place and also put a little glue in between the seams so that it doesn't fray. Now it's time for the flowers. To make the small flowers, you'll need 5 to 7 circular petals about 1 inch in diameter. One way to cut the fabric is by folding it into 4s. To make the large flowers, you'll need about 4 concentric circles. The small one was about 1 inch in diameter and the largest one was about 4, but you can use any dimensions of your choice. We cut it out on paper to make it easier for us. We used these as stencils to trace onto the fabric before cutting them out. We made about 12 small and 6 large flowers. Once all your petals have been cut out, burn the edges to keep them from fraying. Make sure you have adult supervision for this task. For the small flowers, stack about 5 to 7 small petals. We used about 7 for this flower, and as you can see, they are not perfect, but that's fine. We're trying to create a crinched center for the flowers. Push a needle in through the back of the flower towards the center, then push the needle back through the flower. Add a few more stitches as needed and tie a knot. Your flower should look something like this. For the large flowers, stack the largest petal on the bottom and the smallest on top. We used about 4 to 5 petals. We decided to use decorative brads to attach these flowers. Use a sharp object to poke a hole in the center of the flower to stick the brad through. We used a flat screwdriver and a scissors. We preferred the scissors. Push the brad through the holes and press down on the tabs. This flower is done. We liked the crinched flowers better, so we followed the same procedure as we did for the small flowers for the rest of the large flowers. We went ahead and attached brads to some of the crinched flowers. Now it's time to attach the flowers to the wreath. Place your flowers where you want them to go and use pins to temporarily hold them in place. Once you're satisfied with the layout, start hot gluing the flowers in place and removing the pins. We also decided to hot glue some pearls randomly throughout the wreath because we liked how it looked. This is how ours turned out.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video.
Bye!